Do you know that you can change your life by just simply saying no? No. Two simple letters and a short word. Yet it could still have a big impact on the course of your life. Do you want to know how? Stick to this video. No! Have you ever asked yourself, when was the last time you said no to people? Are you always a yes person? Maybe it can be in terms of giving a hand to someone, doing a favor for your friend, accepting additional tasks even if your plate is full. It can also be agreeing to something even if you don't feel like doing it, and many more. Well, in reality, it's really hard to say no, especially to those people that matter to you. The question is it really healthy to agree on so many things? First, let me discuss what the implications are when you always say yes. Let's sit into it. Number one, you become a people pleaser. While it's good to be someone who likes to help others, it will eventually cost you. For instance, you say yes and you let them down. It will bother you for hours, even days. You will feel like it's always your responsibility to always adjust because you're used to always saying yes. So you'll always do everything just to please them. Number two, you will get taken advantage of. Saying yes to others gives them permission to use you, even without noticing that they are already doing it. Yes, kindness is one of the purest traits a person can have, but this is the one that gets taken advantage of most of the time. It became a cycle of agreeing and always saying yes to them, portraying that ideal person that they can always count on until it gradually exhausts you. Number three, you won't have time for yourself. When you always say yes to other people, it will hinder your ability to have time for yourself. Spending a big chunk of time doing things for others, sacrificing your own me time, is something that you should think about. It's very important to step back before agreeing, just to balance out your priorities. If saying yes to someone will lead you to not being able to unwind and rest, especially when you need it, you have to decide, is it worth it? These are the few implications of always saying yes. Now let's discuss the other way around. The power of saying no. In life, there's also beauty and power in the word no. This can be applied to various situations such as feeling uncomfortable, tired, and a need to have a break. Our choices and decisions are very important as this can directly affect our time and energy. And by that, these are the positive effects of simply saying no. First, it sets boundaries. Boundaries are essential for our well-being, especially in our personal life. We all have roles and obligations to fulfill as individuals, friends, parents, and employees. However, it often challenges the boundaries that we set. You should know when and how to raise your boundaries. This can help you achieve balance in life. For example, you choose to say no to a call outside your working hours. You can say no to a friend that invites you to a party because you need to review for an exam. You can also say no to your son who wants another toy, considering that he has a lot at home. Saying no to spend time with people who don't even take you seriously. You see, saying no is just as easy as saying yes. The only reason why most people have difficulty in saying no is because they don't want to offend, and there's an often need for approval and validation. Second, it gives quality. Saying no to others can definitely allow you to focus on one thing at a time and perform it best. By this, it will give you more time to produce much higher quality work because your full energy is exerted to it. Moreover, other than giving quality, this also avoids getting burned out since you are not doing it all at once. Number three, it is a sign of respect. If you agree or say yes to someone even if you don't want to, could lead to some kind of issue between you and that person, which eventually leads to building a negative impression around them. Saying no indicates respect for others and respect for yourself. This means that you show respect to your prior commitments, your time, and to the person you're saying no to. Number 4, It shows strength. Saying no enables you to be more authentic and honest. It gives people a sense of clarity of what they should expect from you. This shows strength because people will learn how to respect your no rather than just being upset about it. Moreover, in this habit, you may find that your energy is allocated in a more appropriate and wiser way than before, a strength that everyone doesn't have. Number 5, it reduces stress levels. Saying yes to everything isn't realistic and healthy. If you practice the art of saying no, you can avoid various detrimental effects this might bring to your physical and mental health. Moreover, saying no allows you to not be overcommitted to something that might put you under too much stress or anxiety. But how will you say no? These are the simplest ways for you to say no efficiently. Number 1, try not to give in to emotions. Even if it's hard to say no, try to keep your tone as light as possible and avoid words that might trigger and provoke negative emotions, especially to the person you are saying no to. Even if you feel like giving an immediate reason why you're saying no, always remember that you are not under any obligation to provide a lengthy explanation. Just say no and make a brief reason. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Have empathy. For some, they might take saying no as being selfish or might hurt them in some way. And if you're worried about this, just try to have some empathy towards them. You can do this by thanking them for asking or inviting you. Or you can suggest an alternative option that they can do. And last but not the least, do not lie. Just be honest. If you can't do a certain favor, just say it in a straightforward manner. If you don't feel like joining them, tell them. Lies are very difficult to maintain because it brings feelings of guilt. It can do more harm than good if they found out what you did. Do you know that you can say no without actually saying the word no? You can try to say, sadly, I have something else going on, or I'm afraid I can't, or I'm honored you asked but I simply can't, or I'm sorry, I have other things going on, or unfortunately, I already have plans, maybe next time. Furthermore, you can also try the sandwich method. It is an approach whereas it involves sandwiching something that individuals may consider negative between two positives. Tell the person something positive, followed by the no, and end with something supportive or positive. For example, thank you for inviting me. I really appreciate you including me. And that is very thoughtful. However, I won't be able to make it. I would still really enjoy meeting up with you. I look up my schedule for some dates that I'm available. Along with these, it can also relate to our well-being and health as a person. Say no to the habits that you may have that make you less productive, less efficient, and less healthy. Now, these are the things that you should say no to. Say no to not doing any exercise. By staying active, you can absolutely gain a lot in terms of your physical health. Exercising obviously improves our health, reduces the risk of various diseases, and also improves our mental awareness. And by that, say yes to exercise. Say no to not getting enough sleep. Yes, work is life, hustling is life, but you shouldn't sacrifice your body for not getting enough sleep because of it. By that, say yes to sleep. Say no to not being mindful about your health and nutrition. As human beings, it is very important to be mindful of the food that we eat. From the list of the food choices we have, the nutrients and vitamins that we can get from it, it matters a lot to us since we are talking about our personal health. Choose to eat less processed food and more whole foods, and choose to consume more greens and fruits. And by that, say yes to healthier food choices. Say no to not being hydrated. Drinking water is what our body needs to be hydrated. It is essential for us to get enough water every day as this prevents dehydration. Some signs of dehydration are having a dark yellow pee, dry skin, feeling dizzy, fainting, sleepiness. You should also limit drinking sugary and carbonated beverages, as this might cause harm to your body if you consume it too much. And by that, say yes to water and say no to not having a healthy lifestyle. There will always be bad vices and habits out there. An example of this is smoking and drinking, which are obviously harmful to our body and health. Moreover, these kinds of habits lead to addiction in the long run, and it gives us nothing but bad effects. Keep in mind that everything is good, but in moderation. And by that, say yes to longevity. Bottom line, we should always remember that every no is a yes. The truth is, we can't say yes without saying no to someone else. And it simply means that when we say no to something, we are saying yes to something else. So this year, if you want to change your life, just say no. No to toxic people, no to fake connections, no to forced energy and vibes. Let's use no for a productive and efficient year. This is just a gentle reminder that health will always be our greatest wealth. Again, practice self-care and do it for you. This is Clara Day H. You got this, my love.